This is a letter to the president about my feelings about the situation in Syria right now. It says, "Dear Mr. President, while I sincerely doubt that you will ever see this video, I feel the need to at least make an attempt to publicly address what I am feeling right now about your decision to leave Syria. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Chelsea. I am a teacher and I am mother to two small children, ages 5 and 10. My best friend of 22 years and father to my two children, Jake Klipsch, also known as Delil Imrika, was a Western volunteer with the YPG. He died in Syria on January 5th, 2018. He was not a perfect man, but he was a brave man, and he had a big heart. He saw evil in the world and he sought to eradicate it. During the period between late 2015 and early 2018, he did 2 tours of duty as a volunteer alongside the Kurdish people. They became his family, and upon his death, they became family to my children and I as well. Along with other YPG veterans, they have stood beside me and my children as we worked to bring him home, as we greeted his coffin as it came off the plane, as we held the memorial service. They have held me as I have cried and wiped my tears. My children have been blessed to meet and play with other children from the Kurdish community in Chicago, while their parents carried my children's father's coffin from the cargo bay to the funeral home van in one of the most touching impromptu processions I have ever seen. My children are blessed with an army of uncles, Western YPG volunteers, who knew their father, who have now attended their birthday parties, who made them mementos with their father's ashes, and have even helped to ensure that my daughter was able to attend ballet classes this year. I personally have stood shoulder to shoulder and danced, albeit badly, with Kurdish community in Nashville in celebration of Nowruz. The Kurdish community and the Western volunteers have some of the biggest hearts of anyone I have ever met, and I am beyond proud to call them my family. But today, you have betrayed my family. Upon hearing that all the work that his father, his uncles, and his Kurdish family had done had been undone in the blink of an eye, he was beside himself. My son hugged the portrait of his father that hangs so reverently here in our living room. He put on the necklace that was made with his father's ashes, and he cried, "You have broken my son's 10-year-old heart. Your actions and your utter disregard for the Kurdish people and for the Western volunteers has broken my heart. You have broken the hearts of the Kurdish people, and you have broken the hearts of the brave volunteers who fought valiantly and in some cases died to keep the world free of the evil that is Daesh. You have spit in their faces with your actions. You have destabilized the world by empowering Daesh. You have turned your back on our allies. Your actions are utterly reprehensible. I honestly cannot fathom what you were thinking when you decided to allow Turkey to roll right over northern Syria. What were you thinking? Or were you thinking anything beyond lining your own pockets? I want you to answer me that, Mr. President. Now, regardless of your complete and utter betrayal of me, of my children, of their father, of the Western volunteers, and of the entire Kurdish population, we are resilient and we are strong. I had a friend tell me the other day that he thought that my children and I may be one of the strongest families in America. Now, I don't know about that, but we are tough. We will not take this lying down. We will fight for justice here in America, just as our brethren in Kurdistan will fight for their lives. We will not stop until this situation is made right. So now, Mr. President, I ask, as innocent lives are being lost in Syria at this very moment, what are you going to do about it? I'm waiting.